The following segment is sponsored by the Utah Food Bank. Today is the day you can call into the Super Bowl of Caring Telethon to donate to help fight food insecurity right here in Utah to help so many people. Ginette Bott is the president and CEO of Utah Food Bank and is here to share how a small donation can help make a huge difference for a lot of people. Welcome back, Ginette. We're so glad to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So what is the mission of the Utah Food Bank? What do you think?
You know, it's a very simple message. We're fighting hunger statewide.
Yeah.
So through our affiliation with Feeding America, Utah Food Bank has all 29 counties. Our responsibility is the entire state of Utah, and that's what we do daily.
You're a busy lady. You go all over the place and you affect so many people. So how prevalent is hunger right here in Utah?
You know, it's really frightening. We had hoped with COVID and then kind of the slowing of COVID, and we wanted those numbers to come down. But then inflation started to play with numbers that were there, and families who had been impounded from a perspective of finances through COVID found that they were still very contained. Inflation has hurt, it's continued to hamper, and now the need is still incredibly high.
It's hurting all of us, but especially those in need.
Yes.
How much food was the Utah Food Bank able to donate because of the community's donations this last year?
You know, last year we donated over 67 million pounds.
Whoa.
So if you look at the entire state, that's a lot of consumption. But the important part is we were able to do it absolutely free of charge.
That's amazing. And I hear the Utah Food Bank is also getting bigger and better. You're expanding all over. Is that true?
We are, and we're excited about that. We've expanded here in Salt Lake with a new warehouse. We've doubled the space in St. George. We're building a new facility in Springville, 77,000 square feet for central Utah, Utah County. We're building in Blanding, and 2 pantries on the reservation. We're busy. So
that number of food you were talking about is going to get even bigger, but it's necessary. You mentioned St. George, southern Utah? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So, you know, St. George is kind of the anchor for the bottom portion of the state.
Yeah.
And now these other areas will help us incredibly.
So we can donate. Of course, there's food and a lot of resources. What about our time?
So food, time, and money are the 3 things we'll always ask you for. We understand families don't have a lot of money right now because of different issues. If you have food in your pantry that you can donate, perfect. If nothing else, just give us your time. Volunteers help us do what we have to do. Mm-hmm. Couldn't do it without.
But time is very important, certainly, but it is also the almighty dollar. You open up your hearts and your wallets. So we have to donate the money too.
Well, you have to remember, we have operating expenses like any business does.
Yeah.
You know, we're not a trucking company, but we are. We're traveling the entire state of
With
Utah.
With that much food, you got to move it, right?
We are. So, you know, the expenses are there for us. Fuel costs went up. Our costs went up as well. Food, time, and money are the 3 things.
It's food, time. So the food portion of that, where can we donate the food?
You know, you can bring it to the Utah Food Bank. You can take it to any food pantry that's in your neighborhood or community. Most grocery stores across the state have a barrel by the front door. You can just distribute it there. And more than anything at all, use your kids in that process and teach them that lesson.
That's important, absolutely, to pass it on, get the information, and the whole community involved. And Utah's doing a great job, and so are you. Where can we go for more information? What website?
UtahFoodBank.org has all the information, whether you want to donate, participate, volunteer, or especially if you're in need.
Thank you so much for being here and all that you do. And thanks to you guys for donating. Thanks, Ginette.
Thanks.